So I want to start this video by saying I'm not a man hater. I'm not a woman that goes around saying that we don't need men and blaming men for all of my problems. But I do have some shit to say about this. So I recently found this man on YouTube. He came up in my recommended, and his channel is Hamza Unfiltered. Apparently he has a original channel that is bigger than this channel, but I've just been watching these, and I'm gonna be honest, I watched 6-7 videos, and I got a couple red flags. I got a couple ooh, why is he saying that about women? What is that? For example, he would be I fucked the slut, something like that, and calling women sluts. But not even, I don't even think he's meaning to say it in a derogatory way. I think he's just calling them sexually active. And I'm trying to see both sides here, okay? And he's also said many times, your goal should be to fuck her or something like that. And basically, he is just almost a mentor to men on YouTube. And all of the comments are filled with men being man, this shit is next level, this is amazing, thank you so much for this. And I clicked on a video, I was gonna watch it, and then I started watching it, and I'm sick to my stomach. The video is called The Sexual Marketplace is Only Gonna Get More Cutthroat. And I started watching this, let's see, I got 17 minutes in. This is him. I got 17 minutes in, and I am just yelling at the screen. So I just thought I could get on here and talk to you guys about it. So basically his entire channel is based around masculinity and based around self-improvement and based around him giving lectures to try to help men learn lessons that he's learned already, to try to speed up their process. And I think that is a great thing. I think that men need male figures that are willing to talk about certain things. I completely agree with that. And a lot of women have that, and men, you don't see that often. I completely understand that. But when you have a man that is putting derogatory slurs onto women, that is treating women like they are sexual objects, or I obviously don't know how he treats women. I haven't spoken to him in person. I haven't seen him in person. But his words that speaks about women in this utterly sexual context. He starts off the video by saying sexual marketplace. And honestly, I was intrigued by the title because it says that, and I'm what the fuck is a sexual marketplace? What does that even mean? Is he talking about OnlyFans? Is literally what I thought. I thought he was doing a video on how OnlyFans, porn, stuff like that is ruining men's chances of blank, blank, blank. I don't know. That's what I assumed from the title, is that it was going to be about sex work, right? That's, to me, that's kind of what it sounds like, sexual marketplace. We're talking about a sexual transaction, right? With money involved. But I get into the video and he's literally talking about dating. He's literally talking about courting a woman, and he's calling it a sexual marketplace. And this video is not to bash him, and I'm not saying that he's a bad dude, because like I said, I watched 6 videos and I think he has some good points, but I think he has some sexual weirdness going on. I don't know how he sees women. I don't know if he has mommy issues. I don't know what is going on, but I think it's dangerous for men to be listening to someone like him with advice about women. He continuously is talking about how 80% of men are in dry spells, and how women are raising their standards, basically, is what he's saying. Women are raising their standards, so 80% of men are sexless. He literally says that, sexless. Okay, first of all, how disgusting to be talking about humans in this like in this transactional way is honestly disgusting to me, and like a really huge turn off. Also, his Instagram profile is all his six-pack. It's all his six-pack. So there's another fucking red flag, okay? I don't have a problem with him being butthurt that he ain't getting pussy. Like, that's what this sounds like to me. That's what this sounds like. It's like a man is upset that he hasn't had sex in a week, and he's like making a fucking hour-long video about how the world is going to shit because men are sexless. Like, and he goes on to say, like, sex is a need. Like, sex is a, like, fundamental need. Like food and water. He didn't say that, but he said fundamental need. And I'm just thinking, like, you're comparing sex to food and water? Like, I haven't had sex in a year. I'm doing quite good. Like, I'm here. Like, I'm not, like, dying. Like, I don't understand that. He's saying that women's high standards are hurting us and hurting them, and that the rise of feminism is bad. And I agree with that somewhat. I agree that when groups are formed, it kind of becomes cult-like, and it becomes dangerous because people are in charge and humans make mistakes. Like, we can't be in charge of these huge movements and try to make change like that when we have our own trauma and we have our own shit. Like, it almost becomes cult-like, and it becomes to the extreme where everybody just ain't shaving their armpits and, like, you know what I'm talking about? But that's the extreme, okay? And most women are not like that. He goes on to say that women want someone who is hot, basically, and someone who can provide and be a father. And I don't disagree with this either. But I disagree that sex and looks are that important. I think most women don't care that much. I think most women would rather have someone that's going to be a good father than someone who is just fucking hot. Like, women don't work like that. And I think that men are trying to bring their own perspective into our situations and into our mind and assuming what's going on without asking actual women, like, and having conversations with women about this stuff. Most women would choose the average looking guy who is fucking funny and has decent money and will be a good father. Like, that is what most women would choose. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments down below, girls. Like, let me know. He goes on to basically say that women are raising their standards too much to where men can't really, like, live up to it because we need good looks and money and good father material and blah, 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 like, whatever. And I just have to say, what do you think that women have been dealing with this entire fucking time? Like, what do you, like, guys want someone that is a 10 out of 10, weighs 120 pounds, fucking will be a good mother and produce good offspring, and someone that can be confident on their own. They don't need them at the same time, that will split everything with them and take care of the child. Like, and the women, they want the woman to do everything.
With current sexual marketplace, like, women don't win either. That's something we've got to establish. Like, they're not really the enemy. They're a victim of their own sexual strategy and their own push for, like, social equality, of, like, feminism. They're a victim of it. And the reason, like, it's so easy to say this is because ask any girl right now how she feels about relationships and dating, and I promise you she will say, oh, it's shit. It's like, modern dating's trash, Tinder's trash and everything, won't she? Guys will say...
The reason we say dating is trash because men treat us like objects. Men go into dates with expectations. Men go into dates with an end goal in mind, which is to get in her pants, and he will do anything to do so. Anything. He will lie to get in someone's pants. Do you know how disgusting that is? Do you know how that feels as a woman? Do you know how that feels to realize that no one cares what you're thinking, that no one cares what you're feeling, that no one cares what you are as a human being? They just see you for what you are on the outside and what you can do for them. Do you see how that would burn someone out with dating? Do you see that majority of women have been sexually assaulted? And that would burn someone out from dating because they're actually in fear of their life. They're actually in fear of something awful happening to them. Do you see how a lot of women, I would say a good 50% of women, have been in an abusive relationship? Do you understand how that makes a woman not want to date? Because they're being beat by men? Do you understand how that would burn a woman out? It's not it's not like the men they're not giving me enough money, so sorry, like I don't want to date you. Like, no, women have the lowest the standards are on the fucking floor. They're on the floor, bro. All they want is someone who makes decent money, looks okay, fucking showers, fucking, like I said, makes okay money, and can have a deep conversation with them, and wants a family. That's it. Like, it's not like we want this fucking jacked, fucking, like, six-pack, fucking arms up to here. No one wants that. Like, okay, not no one, but, like, majority of women don't want that. Like, normal-ass fucking women don't want that. Like, when I look at a man with his body type, and that, this isn't me, like, dragging him, like, I'm just saying, like, the gym buff, like, type of dude, I'm not attracted at all. I'm not attracted at all. And that's not me, like, just saying that because I want to be this, like, well, I'm different, like, I'm not attracted to that. I'm saying that majority of women that I know don't want a man that looks like that. They don't want a man that has unrealistic fucking, like, muscles. Like, no one is asking for that. No one's asking for you to deadlift 600 pounds. Like, women don't care. Women care about their emotional state. That's what women care about. Women care about being taken care of. Women, and that's not even just with money. That's with, how do you deal with my emotions? Do you feel like they are a problem? Because majority of men feel like our emotions are a problem because they don't know how to deal with them, because they don't have them themselves. I'm not saying men don't have emotions, obviously, but, like, women feel it on a deeper level. And we're always, men are always like, I don't understand women. Women are so hard to read. Women are so, we just want you to be kind. We just want you to be compassionate. We just want you to fucking listen when we're talking and be present and look at us in the eye and validate what we're saying. That's it. If you're in a relationship, that is all your girlfriend wants from you. They want to feel desired. So how do you make a woman feel desired? It's not sexual, I promise you, it's not sexual. It is 0% sexual. The ugliest dude, I swear, the ugliest dude could just make you feel like the most seen and heard person in the world, and you would fuck him. Like, that's just, it is emotional, it is heart-centered, it is fucking, like, it's not a sexual thing. Women don't see men as objects. Like, and you're bringing this view, this objectifying view, into trying to make sense of women and make sense of what's going on. But women don't have that. Like, I'm not saying no women have that, because I'm sure if women have been burned and burned and burned and burned, and they are hypersexual because of trauma, okay, they will end up being like that. I understand. But majority of women are not like that. Majority of women could care less about the sex aspect of a relationship. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to, like, feel like they are taken care of. They want to feel safe. And I promise you, the last thing, if you want to make me feel the most unsafe in the fucking world, say something sexual to me. Like, that's how we feel. Like, if you want to make me uncomfortable, say something sexual. Fucking look at me sexually. That will fucking make me want to die, okay? Like, I know men want this sexual attention, but women don't. They already have gotten it for hundreds of years, okay? We don't want it anymore. We don't fucking want it. We don't want to be in the sexual marketplace. Get that shit off of us. Like, that's disgusting. We are the sexual marketplace. It's gross. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. And I know a majority of women don't. And there may be exceptions for like college girls that are going around and exploring and like all of that. I understand, but like I'm talking about a woman that is integrated and that is like done with experimenting and all of that. Like most women don't, the sexual aspect does not cross their mind. I'm not saying that sex in and of itself is a bad thing, because obviously like everyone likes sex. Like I like to have sex, but the thing is, like, when you look at us like we are solely sexual objects, like that is not helping anything. That is the whole point of feminism. And I'm not even a fucking feminist. Like I'm not even like, I don't go to rallies. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I just, you're hurting yourself by treating women like this, and you don't even see how you're treating women. Like, and I just can feel how you treat women by the words that are coming out of your mouth. I cannot, like, oh my god, my jaw was dropping at the things that he is saying.
Same thing, it's like we're all losing. Except, I was gonna make this point later on, but like,
he said we're all losing. Women aren't losing anymore. Women have been losing. Women have been in relationships with fucking losers. Women have been in relationships with people that fucking beat them. Again, we're gonna go on this tangent because it's important. Like, I need you to understand this. Like, women have been in relationships with people that fucking almost murder them. Literally. I'm not being fucking dramatic. Like, I can name 10 women in my personal life that have been in situations like that, including myself. It's not a rare thing. It's more common than you would expect.
Losing, it's kind of obvious, right?
No, we're not losing, because women aren't out here looking for sexual partners. They're looking for husbands and looking for a man that can control his fucking sexual impulses and doesn't call it a dry spell. That's disgusting. Like, you went a week, a month, and it's a dry spell. Like, what is that? Like,
except for
that was dramatic. He explained the term hypigamy, but I think that's how he said it. I could be wrong. And he is saying that women now want you to pay the bills and be good looking nowadays. Well, when you grow up with, for example, when you grow up with mothers that do everything, of course you're going to learn from that mistake. For example, my mother did everything. My dad was a fucking pussy. My dad is a fucking pussy. They're divorced now. But he did nothing. And that is like a huge thing with men. Whenever okay, imagine this. You give birth and your husband is watching the football game while you're giving birth. Okay, imagine you have an infant at home and you're laying in bed and the baby cries and you ask your husband, hey, I've gotten up the past 5 times, can you go get the baby? And he goes, no, I'm tired. Rolls over and goes to sleep. This is a reality that a lot of women face, and even if it's not to that extreme, this is common. This isn't something that is like a rarity and I'm like quoting this one case. No, it's literally my mother. Like, this is a common thing. Men want us to be their mothers, and we don't want to be mothers anymore to our own fucking husbands. That is what's unattractive. That is what's causing men to have dry spells. That is so disgusting. Can you imagine if I said I was having a dry spell and I hadn't had sex in 2 months and called it that? Like, that's so weird. Like, you have to have some body count under your belt or you can't live. Like, it's so weird. Anyways, that is a reality for a lot of women. So it's like, if they're gonna put themselves in a vulnerable position, they're gonna put themselves, we've gone smarter. We're gonna put ourselves in a vulnerable position with a man who has money. And that, like, gives us the best odds. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least if we're gonna be treated like shit, it's gonna be with someone with money so we can at least live an okay life, right? Like, I think that's where a lot of women are coming from, because they've seen it. Like, I don't know, like, I don't think a lot of men understand how much we have to do. Like, do you understand that now we have to have jobs, work 40 hours a week, and have a second job, which is being a housekeeper, and have a third job, which is being a babysitter, being a fucking daycare. And then we also have to go grocery shopping for everyone. We have to cook for everyone. We have to do everything. And you guys are complaining about having to pay. Isn't that the least you could do? Like, I'm making the house a home, so just pay for the house. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't, why is that so difficult? Why is that such an offensive thing? You can beat us. You can call us sluts. You can call us prudes when we don't have sex with you, but then call us sluts when we want to have sex with someone else. Like, do you understand all the work that we have to put in? Literally, okay, for example, yes, we want a man to pay for the date. Great. You know how much we have to pay for? The outfit. We have to fucking look good, or you'll fucking say we don't look like our pictures and fucking embarrass us. Great. That's never happened to me, but I've just heard men say that. Like, but we have to shave our legs. We have to do our eyelashes. We have to get our eyebrows done. People get lip injections because they've been made fun of their lips for their entire life. Like, they have to fucking do their hair, either get it blown out or dye it, whatever. That upkeep, we have to buy jewelry that doesn't turn our skin green. We have to, like, do all of these things. We have to sometimes even drive ourselves to the date, which, do you see my face? Like, that is utterly disgusting. And it's not like we're choosing who we're being sexually attracted to. Like, we're choosing the men that are actually treating us like women and let us be women. I don't want to be with a man that wants me to be a man. It's weird. Like, it's not my job to provide. It's an energy thing. It's not my job. My job is literally to receive. Great. So if you can't give me that, bye. Like, that is the point. Like, women are getting stronger, but it's your doing. Like, you've treated us like shit for so long, and we're finally tired of it, and you're like, oh, how dare they? How dare they ask for me to pay for the date? How dare they ask me to pay for rent whenever we move in together? Like, how dare they? Just make more money, bro. Like, you just sound broke. It's just gross, okay? I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. I'm gonna go, guys. If you want to watch this video, I mean, I don't recommend it, but his channel is Hamza Unfiltered. Again, and he has some good videos, but just his view on women just makes me like, I don't want to watch any of the videos because I don't want to hear what you have to say about women and how you're fucking them and whatever. But I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. My OnlyFans, my one-on-one coaching, everything is down in the description box, so I hope you go check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.